We already know what we need to be doing in order to reach our goals. We already know. We know everything. Yet we are just not reminded of it. If you're trying to lose weight, you know that you need to be eating less and move more. If you're trying to make $500,000 a month, you know that you need to be working on your business for, I don't know, 5 to 10 years. Just Google how long on average does it take business people or does it take people to reach $500,000 a month? And you would get an average. I don't know, let's say it takes them 10 years. Ask ChatGPT how long are these people working every single day? And it doesn't matter. Just you work for an unreasonable time. You work for so long that it would be unreasonable for you not to succeed. And I don't know, I'm going to take a random example. I'm going to take guitar. I have never played guitar in my life. I probably touched the guitar for sure when friends had it or somebody else had it, but I've never tried to be good at guitar. And if I want to be good at guitar, I have a pretty good idea on how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to play guitar for 30 minutes every single day for the next 5 years or the next 10 years. I don't know. An unreasonable time for me. A time so long it would be unreasonable for me not to succeed. And we know all this. It's like we just forget to get back to the basics. And when we are in the thick of it, we think that it's like nuances and specifics and like all that BS. But at the end of the day, if you eat less than what you spend, you lose weight. If you work every single day, you don't check your phone, you just do what needs to be done. Within 5 to 10 years, you are going to be closer to your goal than you are now. Success is not guaranteed. Success is guaranteed. Speed is not. So the reason why I have my computer open today is because I want to show you some things that I wrote a few weeks ago on Thread. So I used to tweet on Thread. I have a Twitter too that I'm not going to tell you about. But yeah, let's look for some things. So for example, here I have written, or I have wrote. I don't know how to say it. So here, if we zoom in, ordinary things for extraordinary period of times. So this is like notes to myself. You just need to be doing ordinary things, which is you sit at a computer and work for extraordinary periods of time. So, for example, when I dropped out of college for the third time, or the second time, whenever I would drop out of college, because I was pussy enough not to do it once and stick with it. My mother would always give me the example of people around us that tried to operate a business or open a business or do something of their own and they failed. And my question to her would always be, can you just give me one example of someone that was working hard on their business every single day for 10 years and didn't make it? She would just look at me and not really have an answer because it's just unreasonable for you to work for 10 years and not understand what you're doing and not be closer to your goal than when you started working. It just does not make sense. And this is something I wrote to myself, yet I forget about it. And the subject of today's video is you need to be reminded more than you need to be taught. We need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. Guys, when I say you, by the way, I'm not putting myself on a pedestal when I'm like, oh, I'm better than you. I am big bro in you, and I'm here to give you advice. Just me talking. This is just me journaling, guys. This is literally what I would write on a Google Doc. So here we have think of the person you'd like to become, the goals you'd like to achieve, the character traits you'd like to possess, the skills you'd want to master. Now that you pictured that person, imagine their life. It wouldn't have been an easy one. A life full of adversity and surely many bounce backs. So, why do you hate it when adversity happens in your life? And I know this concept, I wrote it myself, yet I tend to forget about it. Another one. Um, if things cease to be necessarily good or bad and simply are, then bad experiences turn into lessons with morals to extract. Failures become learning experiences, providing room for iteration. Achievements, sorry, good experiences create the opportunity to practice detachment. Achievements turn into proofs of concept. The only tangible thing we possess at every moment is the present moment, yet we spend most of our time ruminating on the past or stressing over future events. Again, this is my account. No one has access to it. I wrote this myself. Yet, I don't practice it every time. Why? Because I forget about it. It's crazy. We, we know everything we need to be doing, yet it's like we just need to be reminded of it. Crazy shit. Let me give you another example. Meditation. Whenever I meditate, I become a more likable person. I feel better with myself. I'm able to focus longer. I'm able to catch myself doing the things I shouldn't be doing. And the thing about it is, it's like you create a filter where every action and every thought goes, you create a funnel where thoughts and actions are like filtered through it. And within that funnel, I'm trying to make an analogy. Like within that funnel, you like have a filtering power where you're like, I'm gonna do this action, I'm not gonna do this action. And so if you want to change, you need to be conscious and mindful of the things you're doing. And unless you're mindful or conscious, you're not gonna change much. And I know that. And I probably thought of that, I think 2 years ago. I've been doing meditation for 3 years now. 2 years ago, and well, it was actually before I went to Canada. So almost 3 years ago. And yet I haven't been meditating. I've never done 6 months of meditation. I've never done 6 months straight of meditation. Or at least I haven't done at least 20 days every month for 6 months straight. And I know it. Yet I just tend to forget about it. I caught myself thinking yesterday I should make a new reading list for next year. That sounds great, but why next year? What's so different about the 22nd of November as a start date? What is so special about the 1st of January? Is it the 3 hours of sleep plus hungover effect? Why would someone be willing to push further a good thing? It always comes down to the same thing. When effort meets resistance, pain is created. Everyone has New Year's resolutions because then they are trying to become someone else, me included. And to become someone else, one has to metaphorically kill his current self in order for the superior version to take place. The same pain that is avoided is exactly what kills your current self, piece by piece. But not only, every single piece that's dead is replaced with a piece from your superior self. I just made a video about this. So 2 videos ago, I was talking about this. And it was like I made a big revelation on how to become somebody new. And I wrote that 95 weeks ago. And I remember exactly, like, I had just watched a Charlie Morgan video, and I also read a Epictetus quote, which goes, "How long are you going to wait before you demand the best of yourself?" I remember I cried when I read that. It was so deep. And then I wrote this, and still, I tend to forget about it. Here's another one. No one has ever said, I've been focusing on my goals recently and my happiness levels plummeted. Yet, we still sacrifice fulfillment for short term fun. A message I hoped I was given sooner. A message, again, I hoped I would read every day. And I think that in order to solve this problem of not being reminded, of forgetting why you do what you do and the conclusions you make and the new lessons that you extract from your experiences, in order not to forget that, I think I just have to read it every day. Or I have to, I don't think there's, I think it's called habituation. I'm not really sure what the term for it is, but if you see something every single day, then it just becomes normal life, and so it's not gonna hit you as hard, or it's not going to have that potent effect every time. The potency decreases every time you're exposed to it. So I think doing it every day is probably going to make me less, make me more resist, not resistant, but like it would just decrease the potency and it wouldn't make much of an effect. So I guess like read it every week, read it every 3 4 days. I don't know. Like I really don't know. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But we just need to be reminded more than we need to be taught, man. I'm just gonna be saying that for 10 fucking years. I know what I need to be doing, yet we know what we need to be doing, yet we forget about it. I know that when I don't feel like working, I just need to push through it. And I don't do it every time. If you have any way of remembering this or reminding myself every time, fucking let me know in the comments, guys. All right? See ya.